Hey, it's us again. This is Sunshine.
And this is E.
Hey, Sunshine and E. Right now we're going to give you the top 10 of what we feel are top 10 things in no particular order. If you're a first time player, what things to do, look for. This is our top 10 list. We're going to start off with number 1 is your surroundings. Now I'm not meaning necessarily the surrounding you as far as crime or anything like that. When you go to a casino, especially when you have several different casinos, there's some places you go to a casino and that's all there is. A casino, no restaurants, no Walmart, nothing, no grocery stores, anything like that. So check your surroundings because maybe you may kind of dip away from the casino and you might be a place you want to eat. It may be something you made to pick up at Walmart. So you may have to go get some cash out the bank, and it's better to go use your bank than use the one in the ATM in the casino because they're going to charge you probably $5 or more per transaction. One of the first things, just as you get to a casino the first time, just kind of check your surroundings and maybe there might be something that would be used for you right around the casino just to help you out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Check out the surroundings. Also, what I like to mention is when you get to a casino, especially if you haven't been there before, but even if you have, because they move machines around, is to case out the what games you'd like to play. I have a tendency to look at games that I might see someone else playing. You want to see if it's kind of, on a roll and hitting, a little bit. So you just want to see what games to, try out or look to even interesting that you might want to play. So I always think that's a good rule of thumb when you go into the casino.
And one of the first things you should do, especially if you've never been to a casino, is actually get your player's card.
Yes.
Now you can go on all kind of videos that do slot channels or whatever, and that's one of the first things they tell you, get your player's card, because this is what, when you see people say I get the free rooms, the free buffets, I get the free gifts, that all comes from the player's card. No player card, you won't get any of those perks because they don't know you're playing.
Right.
And I know there's a little superstition that I don't want to use my card because I think now whether there's any truth to that, use it most of the time if you don't want to use it all the time. Because that's the way you get your perks, is through that player's card.
Right, you get a lot of perks. They send you for free rooms or giveaways. Even some of the, what do you call those things? When you come in and do the...
they got little games you can when you first come, there's little games you play to win free play. Is that what you're talking about?
No, not the free play. Well, yeah, the free play, but no, the tournaments.
Oh,
that's the words I was getting at, is the tournaments. You get flyers for that, and they'll let you know when the tournaments are, and that's a good way to learn how to play a game as well, too. I just think it's a real good thing as far as that's concerned.
Speaking of those tournaments, you can win free play, and we'll do another video on the best way to use your free play, especially if you win a tournament and you win $5,000 worth of free play, and show you how to use that free play. I sit next to people all the time that really don't know how to take advantage of the free play, how to turn that free play into real cash. And it's not a difficult thing to do, it's just a lot of people just don't know, and they walk away with nothing when they can walk away with a lot more money using that free play the correct way.
With the card, the player's card, is that they allow you to they'll send flyers of different gifts that they're giving out each week. And when I tell you, we've gotten a lot of stuff, and because there's 2 of us playing, it's almost we're walking home with double stuff. When I tell you, we've come home with a trunk full of stuff sometimes.
Right. And it's not cheap stuff. I mean, these things are quality stuff. I show some of the people, because a lot of stuff they give you a lot of cookware. And I know some people that cook a lot, and they know some of the things I bring home, and they say, that's not cheap, that's pretty good quality stuff. I mean, and then as you go up, if you're a high roller, you're walking out with 45, 50-inch TVs and all kind of things. So, but you can never get that without using your player's card. Right. You'll never get that.
Yeah.
Because they don't know who you are. They don't know to send that to you and give you to have taken advantage of those things. And even when you walk in the casino, look around. There's one time I think you had an issue with your card, and she was just at the player's desk, getting the car fixed, and we look over to the side and there's a giveaway. And they said, well, you earn a certain amount of points, you get a gift. We didn't even know. Right. Had we not just looked. So check those things when you can get everything you can get, because they're trying to take everything from you.
The other thing, the other perk that they have when you sign up for first timers, they offer something right out the door. You know, whether it's a free buffet or whether it's a gift or a free play. We had one that was in Tunica that time, and right off the bat, I had $750 that I got.
And see, that's what it's going back to. She got $750. She turned that into over $500 of real cash.
$543.
$543 of real cash. But most people would have went through that because they don't know how to use it. And we're going to give you a video to show you the best way to use it and show you the best machines to use free play. Believe it or not, there's some that's better than others based on how much free play you got. You end up getting because there's a special way or a certain way you should use that to get back more money. And just people just don't know, and they're giving them away. And that's all set up. That's why they give you the free play, to get you in there, feel like you got this money you can just spend, and at the end of the day, you're walking home with nothing. So that's another tip, is just make sure that's real key to use your player's card.
Another rule that honey, he meets the regulars.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is when it comes to knowing what goes on going on in the casinos, find the regulars. Now, some people, they want to play the machines, they want to talk, they want to do it. You'll sense that from me. You just let them do their thing. I don't mind talking. Sometimes you just gotta, if you get to the point where you're like, hey, this machine's not playing right and I need to walk away, sometimes you end up stuck playing that machine because you're talking. So you gotta be able to say, hey, good luck to you, and walk away. But the reason why I say is they'll let you know, especially if you're in a city where there's several casinos, they know the places to go where you get the best perks, or the places that you don't have to play much to get. Because a lot of times, some of the lower casinos, not bigger casinos, they give a little bit more to get the people in. The big casinos that everybody knows the name, sometimes they don't give you anything. Or if you're not playing big money, they won't give you much. So the key is, when you go to a casino, you'll see different levels of players' cards. Usually they're different colors. And if you're a beginner and you have that beginner's card, when you go get your card at the player's station, they'll have a sign that has those different levels. Try to find somebody with the next two levels, maybe not the top level, because that's high rollers. And they'll probably be in the high roller section. But if you go to people that's just above the one that means they go regular, they play regular, and they're familiar with the casinos that's in that area, and they'll tell you, because we actually met a person when we were getting one of our free giveaways telling us, hey, you need to go to this casino, you don't have to play much, and they'll give you a ton of stuff. And we actually did that and got some free rooms. So you got to talk to the regulars if you want to take advantage of some of the things that the casino wants to give you.
Another thing, I think that set your bankroll. Always take only the money that you're willing to possibly lose. I have a friend that that went to the casino with me, and she put in only it wasn't even $20. It's lower than that she plays, and she said, well, I didn't win anything. I said, well, sometimes you gotta play to win. You're just not gonna let you arbitrarily just win. It's a possibility, but highly unlikely that that's gonna happen. So basically what that saying is, take only the money that you're willing to possibly lose, because you might not win. Right.
You want to have a positive attitude, but you just have reality. You have to set it and say, hey, listen, and just be real strict about that. I know people that go to the casino and I've sat next to people that were up $500 or $600, and less than 10 minutes later they were down to like $65. And there's ways of being able to have that money and maybe not give it all back, but you just have to have a mind frame. It's all mental, because everything about the casino is mental. On the casino's part, they try to make you comfortable, give you drinks, and certain things they do to get the money. You have to do certain things mentally to get the money from them. And there's ways you can do that. And don't be afraid to say, hey, this machine might be hot, but a machine is not always going to be hot. You got to know how to when to pull out. Okay, I'll give it. If you're up $700, say, hey, maybe I'll give them another $100. If they take that, I'm done. Cash out, put that ticket and walk away, go to another machine. Let somebody else put that money in that machine and give it to them. You got to be willing to walk away from a hot machine. It sounds crazy, but you just have to see. It's not necessarily seeing it coming. You just allow them to get a little bit back and then that tells you, okay, I'm done with the machine. Time to move on.
You have to know, and someone said this once before, said know your machine. You know, so you gotta, when you get in there and you start to play, sometimes I have a tendency to start low just to see what the machine's gonna do, and if it starts hitting, then I might up my bet some. You know, whereas sometimes you go in with a max. I don't know.
I go
certain games.
Yeah, I usually certain games. Yeah, I go max because I actually was playing one time and I was playing a quick hit game, and actually I got like 8 quick hits, but I was only playing 60 cents. I got $600, which is great, but had I been playing the max, it would have been $3,200. Because a lot of times, and that's another thing we're going to show you. We're going to show you some of the machines you can play and not have to play a whole lot,
right.
And you can have the possibility of getting a hand pay.
Yeah,
I've seen people play 50 cents and win $18,000.
Wow.
There's certain machines that will allow you to do. I'm not saying you automatically going to give you them wins, but there's some machines out there you can play where you can put $100 in and play for 2 or 3 hours possibly, and possibly hit a hand pay or a good jackpot.
Right. That's another thing is on pacing yourself too, because if you're pacing yourself, you know, if you just want to play and enjoy, because a friend of mine and myself, you know, we like to play, but we enjoy playing, mm-hmm. You know, so, but if I'm gonna go in there for the gusto and just play all my money, then hey, I'm done in 30 minutes. And the thing is to enjoy yourself and, you know, and try to, you know, pace yourself as you're playing.
That's a real good tip, is to find machines. Take your time, walk around, find machines, or talk to people, or watch. And people don't mind if you watch. You stand behind a person, as long as you're not all up on top of them, you stay back, they'll let you watch the games, and you can see, hey, that's a game I might want to play. A lot of times there's popular games and they'll have those games all over the casino. They may have 20 of those games, 5 here, 6 there, 2 over there. So if there's a game you like, you see somebody play, there's a game, because there's a lot of, they're all bells and whistles now, so they're fun to play. Right. So there's ways of playing and having fun and not spending a lot of money in you know, while you're doing it. So that's your goal. Your goal is to try to have fun, but you want to take some money with you. And so some of those, down the line, we're going to talk to you about some tips and strategies. But right now, we're just trying to say what's those things you need to, as a first-time player, or first time you're at the casino, what's those things you need to do, what you need to look for, and keep in mind when you go to casinos for the first time. Because you don't want to have that bad experience. You walk in there with several $100s and 30 minutes later, you know, it's time to go because the money's gone. So you got to be willing to, you got to have set your target of, hey, if I hit $600, I'm done. This time I've got a machine and I was there 30 minutes and I'm up $700. I say, okay, I'm gonna give them 100 back. If they get that 100, and I'll sit and watch her play. My target, I've hit my target. I'm going home with some money, and I know sometimes it's hard, but trust me. 5 miles down the road, you'll feel better.
he's one that he can sit and watch me play.
I can watch her,
I said, I'll see you up in the room.
See, that's the thing. Then you got to know what kind of player you are. I can sit and watch her all for 3 or 4 hours. I can watch her play. It's not a problem for me. No. Some people can't. So if you're staying, staying at the hotel, you just go upstairs.
Right.
And another little quick thing. This is really for down the line. But if you ever go to a casino and there's other things you want to do other than gamble, mm-hmm. Plan. You're gambling around everything else, right? Because the casino's open 24 hours.
Yeah, because it's a hotel and they got a fitness room. Go to a fitness room, or you go to the buffet, or you know, like I said, go up to the room. Or hey, some of them have the putt-putt golf. We've played that. You know, it's a number of different things that we tend to do. But last and least, I just want to kind of bring this one up. Mm-hmm. And this is a rule of thumb that I have for me, and I tend to see that it works. Took me a while to get there, but I finally figured it out. If we're there for a weekend, what I do is I have my set money, and then if I'm winning, regardless, I have a set amount I kind of make sure I get up to. If I win, I went into a free spin, I got maybe $200-300. I cash that out, put it away, hold on to that, and I put some fresh money in there. I never hardly ever pay my tickets. Do you?
Mm-hmm. No, well, I kind of do and this is another video doing a lot. I kind of do like a cash out, where I just put them in. I play to a certain amount. If I get up there, I cash out, put more money, and I just pop those tickets up. Then I cash all of it out, and I start all over. And it's a way to kind of kind of stretch your money and stretch the time. And it's a way to actually make money, believe it or not. Now we're going to do a video on that and actually show you how you can do that. And like she said, there's things you can do around this. Times I've said, hey, we want to go eat or whatever. And I'm like, okay, let me get on this roulette table and let me make a quick $20 and then we go eat off of it. That's just one way to create your own comps or something where you're like, okay, I want to go to the buffet. How much is the buffet? $40 for this bowl? I'll get on the roulette and play for a while. Cash out, got $40, we go and eat.
Right.
So there's ways you can use that to help you, and you can't take that, once you got that buffet and you eat, you can't get that back. The money you get back, you can't get that back, so
Well, what I was saying also too, if we're staying for a weekend, what I do is I cash out, and I'll put it away in my pocket, and I'll play my fresh money, and say we're done for the night. I don't cash my tickets in. I take it up to the room. Next day we come down, I leave those tickets in the room. I play whatever money I came to play with for that weekend. I play that, cash out, do the same thing. So before we're leaving, hopefully I'm on the up scale as opposed to the down. And before we leave, I actually go and cash in my tickets.
Right.
So therefore, it shows that either I broke even, I gained some money, or maybe I even lost a little. So it all depends on what type of player you are. So I mean, I've been in each one of those categories.
Yeah, we're going to do some videos to really show y'all how, just hands-on, how to do that. And trust me, when we first started going, you go to the casino 10 times, the average player that doesn't really think about these things, probably 7, 8 of the times, they come back and they lose every penny of their money. Maybe 2 or 3 times. But now, because of some of the things we learned as we go, out of 10 times, maybe there's 2, maybe 3 times that we're not coming home with money. And it's because of certain strategies we use and certain tips that you can do. And that's what we're going to share with you guys, because it's us against the casino.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I had someone laugh at me because I said, they said, you keep, you're going to spend all the money. You're going to sell your house and, whatever. And no, I don't. I recycle my money. Mm-hmm. So whatever winnings I take home with me, I save that for the next time. So I recycle my money. And they thought that was funny, but I think it's a good rule of thumb. I recycle.
Right. So, and like in closing, those are some of the top 10 things. I think it was 10, but I mean, I think we reached all those things. But some of the stuff we got is some of the things that you'll do later on, mm-hmm. and we'll get into other things of how you control your bankroll if you're doing a turnaround where you're just going up there and coming back versus if you're staying for 2 or 3 nights. This is a whole different thing you have to do when it comes to money, unless you just have this unlimited amount of money. And that's why some of these tips and strategies we're gonna help you, because the reason why is the casino already has the edge. Plus, they have unlimited money, so you will always go broke if you continue to play.
Right.
Because they can always meet your bet. So we're gonna try to show you some ways. I'm working on a guy I know right now that's every time he goes to the casino, he's losing $800 or more, but I physically see him up $600 or $700. He should not come home without $300-400 at least. And those are things I'm trying to teach him, and those are things we're going to try to teach you guys, and so you could be better players. Because trust me, take some things. Not saying we're winning all the time, but we've turned our odds around a whole lot on tips that we learn, things I see on some of the other channels where people got good ideas, and we want y'all to give us ideas. Comment down low if you
have some ideas that we might not have mentioned.
Because I'm gonna use them. If it works,
yeah, if it works, right. Yeah, if it works.
It's us against the casino. So comment and subscribe to this channel, because we're gonna have a lot of good information, and we're gonna have some stuff where we're actually at the casino. We show you hands on some of the things we do, some of the machines you should play if you have limited amount of money, if you have a lot of money. So we're gonna show you all those things. And so just comment below, subscribe, so you'll get those notifications. So when we pop out that new video, you'll get it. And thumbs up, like our videos if you like them, but like our videos.
Yeah.
So having said that,
thanks for listening.
And hopefully you'll use these tips and try these things to help you out when you hit the casino, to come home with money like we usually do.
Right. So stay tuned.
Okay. You go places. we've actually had 2 hotels at the same time.
Right.
We're down there for 3 days and we got 2 hotels. We go to that hotel, we eat, we feel a little, we go up to the room, come down, go to another city, and we like the casino hop.